Bro, you guys see that shooting? What's his name? Alex? The nurse? Alex Petita, I think his name is. The nurse in Minnesota that was just gunned down. He should still be alive. If you look at that footage closely, he was, not only was he disorientated by the mace, he was practicing his First Amendment right. And in Minnesota, you can have concealed carry, which is legal. He had concealed carry. He was not reaching for his gun. He didn't have the gun in his hand at any point. So he's not a gunman. The gun was on his waist the whole time. He got shot in the back, not in the chest. Look at this footage. You tell me. But if you look closely, he was disarmed. You can see the CBP agent can see the gun on his holster. And that was the first thing that they were trying to get away from him. So not only was he disarmed, he was disorientated, and he was shot in the back. All cases showing that this man was murdered. All within less than 20 seconds. Let's look into this. It was murder, from my opinion. Okay, guys, look. You can see right here. See the gun on his back? He never had the gun in his hand at any point. He was shot so quickly. Look at this. We can look at it in multiple angles. Alex never had the gun in his hand. Therefore, he was not a threat. Now you can see all these agents around him. They had weapons, and they had weapons in their hands before he had any weapon in his hand. You can see this all right here. The agents had. Look at Alex's right here. You can see that he's waving traffic through. And I think this is what makes these agents a little angry, because they see that he's trying to control the area. And it looks like Alex was trying to help a lady who was slipping in the snow before the agents confronted him. Look, this all happened within about 20 seconds. Now, Minnesota, you're allowed to have a firearm. You can have a concealed carry permit, or you can have a firearm on you. And because of that, it looked like he had that concealed license. And this is legal. And he was practicing his First Amendment. And he was shot in the back, not in the chest, for the first shot. After that, subsequent shots fired off. You can hear him. He was basically murdered. There was excessive shots. There was no need for 10 to 12 shots. If he was a threat, you could have shot him in his leg. That would have put him down.
What the fuck did you just do?
This was excessive force.
Somebody call the ambulance. Somebody call the ambulance.
This is Alex, the guy that was just murdered. Look, you can see Alex never had the gun in his hand. He was disorientated from the mace. Therefore, he hit the ground. He never had the gun in his hand. Look, you can see right there. Now the agents, they had the gun in their hands. And they shot him straight in the back. This first shot was straight in the back. Look at that, gun in the hand of that agent. They had shots fired. You know, Alex, that guy should still be here with us. There is no reason that guy should have got killed in 24 seconds. He was disorientated from the mace. He was disarmed within 5 seconds. Within 18 seconds, the agents had already seen that he was disarmed. Right after that, shots were fired. This man was murdered. He was shot in the back, not in the chest, for the first shots. After that, the recessive shots were fired after that. Possibly 10 to 12 rounds. For what reason? The man is on the ground already. He's not going to get up and shoot you. For what reason do you need to fire 10 more rounds into the guy? And then the White House explanation is that he was a threat. How was this man a threat? He never had a gun in his hand. You can clearly see it as day. Night is day. Like, never had the gun in his hand. And he was shot in the back. What shows it offensive? From the agent's perspective, that was offensive. The man was shot in the back, not in the chest. For the first round. Clearly see that. After that first shot was fired, he was out. He was dead. There was no reason to fire the other 10. If you agree with me, put some in the comments below. But my perspective, that's murder. Now, if he was shot in the chest, you know, that's valid. That means he was offensive. They were offensive. He was shot in the back. He was defensive, not offensive. That's murder. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Stay safe, y'all.